Kaluuya Man, that needs to be the next Marvel superhero.
Throughout my life, the 10 rings gave our family power. If you want them to be yours one day, you have to show me you are strong enough to carry them.
Hi, Ronny. Hello.
Hey, man.
So happy to meet you. Hi, Simu. Nice to meet you. How are you doing today?
I'm really, really good. How are you, man?
Great. So excited to meet you. Obviously, in Malaysia, we are all extremely proud of you and Michelle Yeoh representing.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my God, we're so happy. And so I just want to ask you, what does it mean? Oh, yes, Malaysia boleh. You know what? You should just take that to the red carpet, just show everyone around.
Dude, I do that all the time. People think I'm crazy. Because they don't believe, they don't know why I'm doing it.
They just don't get it. Yeah,
they don't get it. They don't get it.
What does it mean to you personally being in Marvel's first Asian superhero movie?
It means so much, honestly. It's the realization of a childhood dream of mine ever since I was a kid. You know, I always dreamt of being a superhero and B, a movie star. I never thought either of them would be possible. So this is an incredible moment just personally, but even more so than that, I think it's so wonderful to be at a place where I can represent our culture and our faces, and to share that with the world is so incredible, because like you said, it's about time that we had an Asian superhero leading a movie in the MCU, and I'm just so excited for kids everywhere to see that movie and to be inspired.
It's nice to have a company like that believe in me to, join that project. Tony Leung, Michelle Yeoh, Ben Kingsley, these are people we watch growing up on screen, and so to be in the same project as them is pretty crazy, So it's huge honor.
I was watching one of your interviews earlier, and you mentioned one line that really stood out to me. You said that this isn't diversity for the sake of diversity. This is diversity for the sake of authenticity. So I was just wondering if you don't mind adding on to that a bit more.
We kind of throw around diversity a lot. As kind of like a word as though it kind of solves everything or it's something to aim for, and it is, but it's a very blunt solution to say diversity. Like what does that mean? I think in storytelling, ultimately we want authenticity, and the reason we want diversity is not for the diversity as an end to itself, as in just have a bunch of whatever people we can throw in there. Different types of people for the sake of it. But what we want is authentic stories, because those are the stories that resonate with us. And part of telling authentic stories is telling stories from the point of view of people who usually you wouldn't hear from their point of view, And so that's, to me, that's kind of what diversity in storytelling means.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. It's always like the genuine reason why actually you're doing it, isn't it?
Yeah. Because you don't want tokenism. That's what diversity without authenticity is, just tokenism. You're just kind of throwing faces in front of the camera. And,
I love that. Yeah, that's amazing. Can you share with us what was your experience like working on set?
It was a joy every single day. I think everybody who came on board the project, realized how important it was and came and set their egos aside and really just came ready and willing to give all of themselves to the project. And we grew so close and became our own family. It was the best environment to create art because we weren't afraid to take risks. But it was also that we could get to that, brilliant moment that we could capture on the camera.
We were, I think, the first production to come back. So being on set during a pandemic when no one else could work, and Marvel managed to figure it out for us. Yeah, just that feeling of we don't take it for granted, Don't get jaded and kind of appreciate the moments when you're there, because it's hard, man. It's very fragile, These moments are very fragile.
I just want to play a quick game with you. It's called This or That. So I'm just going to mention two things and you just tell me which one you like the most.
Absolutely, let's do it.
I'm down.
Nice. American cheeseburger or dim sum?
What the hell? Dim sum, obviously, all day, every day, man.
Yes. Nice.
Man, dim sum versus anything.
Oh, dim sum.
Oh, yes.
Not even a question.
Studying Shakespeare or solving maths equations?
I'll go with math equations.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to go with Shakespeare. I love Shakespeare.
Wow. Nasi lemak or char kway teow?
Man, that's a tough one, but I'm gonna go char kway teow. Char kway teow is my go-to. It's also whenever I go to a Malaysian restaurant outside of Malaysia, it's the only thing I order, and you can tell immediately whether this restaurant is good or not.
Bruce Lee or Michelle Yeoh?
Oh, that's really hard. That's really hard. I have to go with Michelle Yeoh. First of all, she's a pride of Malaysia, and she's just such a wonderful
Yes.
human being.
Iron Man or Captain America?
I'm gonna go with Keluang Man. Johor Bahru, Keluang Man. That needs to be the next Marvel superhero.
Americano or bubble tea?
Gotta go with the bubble tea.
Definitely.
And the endorser of bubble tea everywhere.
Thank you so much. And Malaysia Boleh.
Malaysia boleh. Terima kasih.
And, you know, rock it like you always do. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Oh man, that means so much.
Is this what you wanted?
You got this.
Thank you.
Quick jab, left foot, right hook.